Hello and welcome to another video of Lord of the Rings Online. I'm sorry for not posting last week, but real life took over. And I simply didn't have time. But here we are again, back with Fennon, our Stout ex-minstrel, and the last time we were in Evendim, I think. And I'd say, let's continue there. I hope you enjoy this one. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you tuned in. Welcome, welcome. And let's see how we're doing today. Yes. Definitely in Evendim. Okay, some nice boosts. What's this? Rare crafting. Oh, nice. That is pretty nice. Let's take those. They look good. And a potion of morale that we don't need really. 50 virtue and 400 virtue. Holy smokes. Nice. That's looking good. What do we have here? A remote quest. Spring seasonal have arrived. Okay. And new mail. Oh, we sold some things. Nice. And some came back. Oh, of course. Alright. Anyway. We are not doing this. We are not doing this. And we are not doing this. Okay, cool. So, where were we? We need to go to Ostvarton still. And we have things to do up here in Ostforod. Well, let's get to it, I shall say. No, I do have my trusty horse. I don't need to. Oh, well, the trusty ball.
A shadow is on my spirit.
An interesting find. I have always enjoyed puzzles and such as this. Let us see. This one goes here. Ah, simple matter. All done. Let us learn what it says. Remarkable. Evendim abounds with tales of old treasure, some of them completely false, but this scroll, this is an account of a man, an adventurer, shall we say, to be polite to the dead, who scavenged the fields of Fornost long ago, after the Witch King's great defeat. It seems this fellow hid his finds not far away. From your point of view, this treasure is a legitimate trove. There should be no reason that anyone could not honorably recover it if they happen to find its location. If you wish to find this trove, according to the scroll, it lies hidden beneath a stone marker in Barad-ras, ruins that lie to the northeast of here. Okay. Nice. How do we look here? Oh, we look good. We look pretty good. Can we put here? There, right there, all done. Nice. Okay, I'd say let's go to Ostforod. And can we quick travel there?
Greetings.
We can. Let's do that then. Right, Treadwood. No. Gremlins. What do you have?
Stay and hear me out.
Have you encountered the fearsome white walks of Tuon Fornek yet, Finnan? The creatures are vicious, bloodthirsty beasts, and they strike without warning. A few nights ago I was taking in their air around the northern wall of the Ostforod, and I thought I saw something gleaming in the moonlight. I wandered towards it, foolishly, so foolishly, but I was curious as to what it might be. Before too long I had strayed beneath the eaves of the forest and had become quite turned around. Suddenly I heard a snarl from my left. As I spun to face the sound, I saw a splash of bright white fur matted with blood and mud. I ran, and the great brute pursued me. It sprang towards me with a great leap. I felt its hot breath steaming in the cool air, and then lights. Lights from Ostforod. Basil Gummidge had come with a party and lanterns into the outskirts, and on seeing them the walk gave up its pursuit. Those beasts are dangerous, Fennon, and something must be done. Not everyone will have the benefit of a fortuitous encounter with our arbiter, you know. If you're up to it, I'd ask you to defeat some of the ferocious white walks. You'll find them all throughout Tuon Fornek, but especially at the Dusken Cleft, north of Ostforod. Walks it is. And you know the good thing about walks? They give fur. And that's what we need.
I do not ask much of you.
A few days ago I encountered a band of tomb robbers outside Tum Fuin, rejoicing over a haul of relics they had stolen from some Dunedain tomb. Well, you can be sure that I ran them off, but when I caught up to them there was no sign of a satchel over which they had gloated. I think one of them dropped the satchel of stolen relics during the chase, but I was too winded to go back and look for it. You can be sure that their allies will return for it, if we don't recover it first. Tum Fuin is north of Ostforod and full of goblins. Look for the satchel somewhere among the bushes, southwest of Tum Fuin, possibly in the break of the hills called the Dusken Cleft. The satchel of relics may have fallen somewhere in there. Kenneth, the second person who was sending us to the Dusken Cleft. Alright. Anything else here? Because if not, we can... Oh, there is one. There is one. Rowena.
Might I take a moment of your time?
The hills of Tuon Fornek are a refuge of several different tomb robber bands, Fennon, and each of them is becoming increasingly bold. If you are sure enough in your abilities, perhaps you could venture north and west of Ostforod into the hills to confront some of these outlaws. The tomb robbers that prowl throughout Tuon Fornek are tougher than those who inhabit Parth Aduial. There are veteran robbers and scouts who have adapted to a harsher life in the hills. You'll find veterans and scouts throughout Tuon Fornek, Fennon, and if you don't, they'll find you. Great.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
You might have heard mention of this around town already, but if you haven't, there's a goblin at Tum Fuin, a hollow a short distance north of Ostforod. We have enough problems with the wargs and tomb robbers stirring up trouble in Tuon Fornek. We don't need goblins and boggarts as well. I have set aside some coins for any adventurer able enough to do something about the goblins. Are you sure an adventurer? Are you such an adventurer, Finan? If so, you'll have no trouble journeying north to Tum Fuin and defeating the goblins there. Goblins, wargs, tomb robbers. Alright, we got our work cut out for us. Off we pop. Nope, that's not the way. That's the way. Don't need them bears. Don't need those, just making sure. Why you, sir, are a different story. Oh, there's gold. Gold! We like gold! There we go. Another bear. Another bear, another hind. Not what we need. Not what we need at all. Okay. There you go. Oop. And the next one. Alright. So much gold. That is nice. Ooh. So many of you. No, we don't need the rich iron. We're just going for the gold here. More rich iron, okay. So now we just need 5 more of the scouting tomb robbers. Not sure where we find those, but I think they might just plop up. There's another veteran. We need to go up here for the trouble of Kirith Reef, right? Kirith Reef. That's what we call it. If it is not pronounced properly, let me know in the comments. Scout? Yes. Veteran. You're not a pretty good scout, I have to say. I'm sorry. Is there something here? No. Okay. this leads into Furochel. Ooh, Furochel is a nice area. And I'm not just saying that because it reminds me of my home. How many more? We need 2 more scouts. Let's see where we can find them. Can I go up here? I would so like to go up here. Is it possible? I don't think so. That's maybe too steep. Yep, too steep. Okay, well then we go around. Let's try this way then. Anybody here? No, just the... There's a veteran. Well, we will find the scouts. The last 2 of them. There's gold. We want that gold. Maybe we can just sneak by that bear? No, of course not. That would be highly unlikely though. Oh, hello. And goodbye. Ooh, more gold. More gold! Nice. And there's the last scout. Very good. Alright, now we can turn our attention up there. Not to that bear, but in that direction. This seems like a decent way to get up here. For now. This is Turin Forneck. Okay. So, oh, there might be then the goblins they were talking about. You. There you go. There you go. And one of the Vox. Okay. Almost done with the deed as well. Nice. That deed is done. Perfect. Okay, now we need more vargs. Let's see where we can find them. Wait, isn't this... I'm almost certain they are somewhere around here. Around that cleft. What's that? I didn't want to, but you left me no choice. White Varg. Okay. There's the satchel. Very good. Collect it. And there's gold. This is a treasure trove here. Nice. Okay, let's see. There's another Varg. That's number 5. Number 6. I mean, they do give the fur, so it's not a waste, right? There we go. Perfect. Very nice. Which iron? Still no. Gold. Sure. Wait, up there. What? Hey, where do you come from? Alright, what do we have here? Stone marker. We found no treasure, only a moldy old book. Okay, let's head back now to Ostforod and see how we did. There we go.
This is intolerable!
You survived your encounters with the White Walks, Finnan? I am quite glad to see. Good work. One day, perhaps, a traveler will be able to walk these lands without fear of danger. One day, perhaps. For now, I will give you this reward and hope the day comes sooner rather than late. I agree with that.
How can I be of service?
It will be some time before trade with Rochel resumes, but you have taken a step on that road for all of us now, Finnan, and I thank you for it. You're welcome. Spring Standish? Such a nice name, Spring. Ah, I like it.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Thank you for this news, Finnan. There will always be tomb robbers in these lands, but perhaps you have helped lessen their numbers or influence somewhat. Take this reward with my thanks. I will do so. Gladly.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Tomfoin sounds dreadful, Finnan. I am glad you were able to defeat some of the goblins there, but I don't know if the Hollow will ever be a pretty place that once it was. The corruption the goblins have wrought sounds severe. Take this reward, Finnan, and let us both wish for the day that Tomfoin will be restored. Let's. Indeed complete? Oh, complete quest in Evendim. Ah, okay.
Why are you bothering me?
You found the satchel of relics? Thank you, Finnan. I will have this delivered to Astuin in the ranger camp right away. Take this reward for your trouble. If only I had thought to return the Duskan Cleft right away, it wouldn't have been necessary. Alas, I was winded after the chase, and I did not consider until I had come home. It's all good. It's done now.
Greetings.
The north is secured and we can honestly say we have now done our part. Are we not done yet? We are not done yet though. The years of hardship created another problem, which it is time to finally address. Reputation changed. Okay.
Would you do something for me?
We have now both honored our sides of the pact after ignoring it so long. It feels good to have that relationship restored. I hope that in the future we can build and make it grow and flourish. I am prepared to take a large step towards that. I know where the tomb robbers make their primary camp. It is a small island at the north end of the lake called Rantost. Many of the relics they have pilfered are kept there until they can find buyers for them. I imagine the history they are keeping there is immense and invaluable to the rangers. Months ago, I sent 3 of my men to join the tomb robbers. They are now in the Isle of Rantost, still working for me. I am now willing to use them and have them expose themselves and challenge Rantost for the rangers. Seek them out, and they will tell you what to do next. That is sneaky. I like it. Agents and such. Ooh. Harry Hinchcliffe, you're the one. He's in the camp where we just were. The poster advertises a bounty on a man Harry Hinchcliffe describes as a tomb robber possessed of uncanny accuracy with a bow, and invites interest parties to seek out Ballad Wilmer and Ostforod for details on how to apply the commission. He was in the camp way up north. Where I forgot the name. Up here. There he is, and on the way to Forochel.
What do you need?
You're interested in applying for the commission of Harry Hinchcliffe? Very good, very good. There aren't many travelers up to Forochel these days, but what few there are have been harried by his arrows. Some of his friends linger on the road near the Forochel gate in Kirit Rif. That's the one. Just follow the northern road through Turn Fornek to reach it. If you can capture or defeat Harry, you'll be doing the law-abiding folk of Ostforod a good turn. Be warned, however, you aren't the first to attempt to break Hinchcliffe's bow. Perhaps you will be the last, eh? Yes, because we did it once before already. Yeah. Okay. But first, over here, we can do this at a later point. First, let's move to this side, because I'm intrigued to see what's going on there. Bear in pursuit. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Sliding. Sliding. Perfect. Ooh, not perfect. Treasure cache. We are not level 90 yet. Alright. Yo. Hello.
Greetings.
I'm doing nothing suspicious, just standing around waiting for the next boat. What's your name? Who sent you? Basil, you say? Then it is time we gotta work.
Would you do something for me?
The Tomb Brothers are far more organized than we have previously thought, and Rantost is the height of their villainy. Everything they plunder from the tombs and crypts of Evendim comes through here. We have been watching for a while, and each of us comes up with a way to hinder their efforts. If we can curtail them enough, we may allow the Rangers an opportunity to strike. This would let them and the Tomb Robbers recover their relics and strengthen the restored friendship between Ostforod and Tinudir. Speak with my associates here for what we feel needs to be done. The list is not long, but it should make a heavy impact. Okay.
Stay a moment.
The robbers as a group of use a group of rowboats to transport the relics to this island. The only other ships they have beyond are small dinghies, not strong enough to carry the relics from the island. If we can strike there, Rantost will be further isolated and the relics will remain on the island until we want them to move. The rowboats are mostly along the small channel that runs through the center of the islands. There may be one or two on the far side, however, burn them all. Okay.
Would you do something for me?
The tomb robbers store all of the relics they bring here. They sort them and, depending on the value, place more valuable items in crates and the less valuable items in barrels. The crates are kept deeper within the camp in more guarded locations. The barrels are strewn about here and there. They are still valuable, but the crates are the most valuable. I have not been able to get a count of how many crates or barrels there are around the island. The Rangers will need to know how many there are so they can prepare accordingly. Please get their number for me.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I have been monitoring the patterns of the tomb robbers here. When they come, when they go, who is here and when. There are patterns is everything. In everything. In Rantost, the patterns run deep. It is always the same robbers I see around this camp. There are a few that travel on the boats to get new relics, but they do not come ashore. The robbers who are here do not change. If you were to defeat a number of them, it would take time before any would notice and be able to come and support. This would give us an opening we need to strike. On it. Starting with you, for good measure. Three crates. Still not very good at scouting, I have to admit. Sorry. Ooh. Wow, what are they made of? Paper? Swoosh. Brigand cash, what in there? Valuables, nice things. Oh. We were close. So close. We have an adamant. We have this. That needs for tailoring. We have... Where are you going? We have you. We have this. Let's just make it a little more... a little easier to actually see what's going on here. I have not learned that. And I have learned that. Okay. Okay, less valuable barrel, yet still. A successful, a cunning, and a boss. That sounds like a beginning of a very bad joke. And you are a scout just sitting there doing nothing. Okay. These are the last crates. And then we need 4 more barrels. And there they are, all 4 of them. Very good. Alright. Now let's find more rowboats. They're in this canal, as they said. So we go that way. And I see that. Aha! Look at that. Very good. Ooh! Need to get out of the way or they burn our beard. Swoosh. Alright. I think we had it. We had it. Let's head back to the 3 totally unsuspicious dudes just standing at the campfire at the beach all day.
What can I do for you?
Good. This will tell the rangers how many men to bring and how much they will be carrying back.
What do you need?
Now we know all the relics will stay here in Rantos until we are ready to take them.
What can I do for you?
Once all the pieces are in place, we will be able to signal the rangers to strike. This was an important accomplishment.
What do you need?
Chaos reigns within the camp. It seems the time is ripe to launch the true offensive.
Stay a moment.
Ooh. Huh. I don't know about this one. We'll see. The information you brought to me tells me that the time has come to launch an assault to Randostfinner. I have sent word to the Rangers and they are awaiting our signal to launch their assault. When you are ready, speak to Leighton Kipps, and he will send the signal. Here, Leighton. Leighton? The Rangers are going to need your help if they are to retake Rantost. Okay.
A simple quest to recover ancient Dunedain relics from the hands of the grave robbers who stole them has gone terribly awry. The thieves will not allow the Rangers and their allies to take their treasures from them so easily.
There we go.
I don't know how I can help.
I do not yet wish to reveal myself to the tomb robbers as being a spy. Do not think less of me for remaining here in hiding. You should hasten to help the Rangers around the island. I believe they have set up some camps around the 3 sites at which you found Stockpile's relics. One stockpile is right here, one is in the center of the ruins, and one is to the west side of the ruins. The tomb robbers will likely assault the Rangers at all 3 sites. Okay. Where are they at? There. Okay. Enter encampment. Okay. Alright. Oh. They are at it already. The west encampment is under assault. The east and the west? I have short legs. I can't run that fast. They're good, they're good. They're not good. They're always attacking here. Room Raiders have been defeated. Yes.
Greetings, friend.
Are you ready to meet back up at our camp? Speak to me when you are prepared to leave. I am. Let's go.
What do you need?
Rantos is ours and the relics here have been secured. As we speak, the tomb robbers are fleeing. Hopefully, we shall never hear from them again. You have performed a hero's deed this day. We will not soon forget your aid. Take this reward with my thanks, Finnan. Okay, let's see. Guilty and might. Might, vitality, and will. Because the ones that we have, there is so much will and vitality that I actually don't want to change those. I will take this one because it has more crit rating, but I'm not sure.
Stay a moment.
We have done good work here, and I am happy to be able to return home and get back to real work. The few rangers I spoke with before they left were very cordial. They were excited about getting these relics back to Tinodir, but we are also looking forward to a more open, beneficial relationship with Ostforod, something we will certainly welcome. The rangers told me Orkalbe in Tinodir wanted to speak with you. I believe it is to thank you for your help and aid, but suspect there will be more to do. As always. Oh, we're having a bottleneck.
What can I do for you?
Nothing, thank you. Okay, let's head over to the Eve's Pyre over there. Ugh. How... Is there a smaller passage? Not really, okay. Well... Swimming it is. I mean, we haven't had a bath in quite a while, so I suppose that swimming in that lake isn't too bad, right? Hey! Don't do that, though. See? Don't do that. Now entering northern Iminui. I see a spawn point. Hello.
How can I be of service?
Glorfindel. It is an age and more since last I saw his face. You bring back many memories. I have fought many battles for my kindred, yet long ago I laid aside my sword, and that was no idle choice. Even Glorfindel's words will not sway my resolve. I thank you for your kindness in bearing Glorfindel's invitation, but I think I will not go to Imladris. Pity. They could have used you there, you know? Like, really.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Hmm. Perfect. Let's see. I haven't had that. Let's see.
Maid of honor.
Yes.
Let's not be hasty.
Above the lake, whether the water pools and flows, then thunders over rocks and stones, I see men, dressed as wolves, splashing in the waters. They carry foul bags filled with poison and death, and they spread it upon the waters. The even rills cry waterfalls into the lake. Perhaps you will help my elf friends? Sure.
You should not be giving your right name away like so.
The men from the north who dress like wolves are not like the rangers from the east. They worship the land, but then they use it to create evil and darkness. They are foul breed of men I do not trust. One I do not trust. They have begun coming further south, even to the edges of this grove. This caused me great worry. I can see that.
Swillide Melan, will you stay a moment?
So, Longbow has sensed that the Evenrills are threatened? He has never been wrong, so even though I have not seen what he feels, I trust his threat to be real. The enemy is likely the Goredain, men from the north, the cold wastes of Rochel. They dabble in dark alchemy and evil magic, things that turn nature into abominations. Clear out the camp they have at the Evenrills. Even if even a few remain, then more will come. So we are going after all of them. I see.
Will you lend me your ear?
Greetings, traveler. It is not often that we receive visitors here so far from the open roads, but you are welcome to stay a little while if you wish. Take care around Longbow, however. He is a bit short-tempered for an Onot, and has little trust for the folk of Iriador. In fact, if you would gain his trust, then there is a small matter with which you might aid us. An unusual tribe of men called the Goredain have recently come down from the mountains onto the north and have begun to hunt these lands. Thus far they seem little more than savages, but they are hostile to most whom they meet, and I have no intention of allowing them to disturb us here in the Eavespires. Nevertheless, my husband Lithuifin frowns on unnecessary slaughter. Therefore, I wish to learn more about the Goredain before I take further steps to drive them away. But if it falls to me to maintain the watch upon this grove, and I have little time for such expeditions, if you could surreptitiously gather a few relics from their encampments in the hills north of here and bring them to me, I might learn a good deal more about them. For I have dealt with a great many tribes of men and other in my years, and many of their customs and symbols are familiar to me. I do not know that.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I am afraid that speaking with the Gorodine is unlikely to buy us anything. They are very nearly feral creatures, and the influence of the orcs means they are unlikely to look upon elves as such myself kindly at all. If they discover us here, there is every likelihood that they will attempt to drive us out, and while neither Longbow nor I will allow it, to have such bloodshed occur on the very doorstep would wound Lithuifin deeply, and I would not wish to involve him so. I would ask you to hunt down some small number of their hunters and warriors and that have wandered south of the river, not so many as to cause them grievous hurt, but enough to warn them that these lands are not theirs and they are not welcome here. It would also be best if you could find one of their leaders, for such tribes are often deeply superstitious and the loss of such a leader can set them aback greatly in fear. Cut off the head and so on and so forth.
Mind my words, traveler.
It used to be a rare sight to see Longbow weep. In the many years I have been here with him, it happened once, maybe twice per year, usually when a sapling he knew got snapped in a storm. Over these past few months, it has happened more frequently. The pain Evendim is feeling is slowly killing him. While these tears are created from pain and evil, they are a great force of life and good. Take this vial, it contains a few tears which I gathered last week. Pour them into the pool at the top of the Evenrills, and the waters will be purified and restored. Wow. I like that one.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
We do not know how long the Gorodine have been encamped within the pools of the Evenrills. They might have already done great damage to the lake. We must know that they are doing here. The Gorodine believe in nature and its abilities and powers, though they do not understand whence these powers derive. While we use the virtues instilled therein by the Valar, for good and healing, they use it for more nefarious purposes. They should have gathered up several pouches of herbs and plants they are using within the pools. Find and bring me these pouches. I may be able to determine what exactly they are poisoning the lake with, and if need be, may be able to concoct a cure.
Stay a moment.
I have devised a plan to deal with the Gorodine and have proposed it to Erechel. She agrees on this course of action. As for this plan, we, and by that I am afraid I mean you, shall steal several of the wards that the Gorodine have scattered around their encampments. These wards are simply tribal symbols commonly used to keep evil spirits at bay by superstitious cultures. That is not to say that such spirits do not occasionally roam the world in one form or another, but I am afraid a simple chunk of wood would do little to deter them. In any case, I need you to gather several of these and bring them to me. Then we can embark on a rather more clever part of this plan. Going up in stages. I see. I like. Let's put that here. Ooh, lots to do there. Lots to do. And of course, it is a deed now. Ooh, and a lot. Ooh, dwarf iron here. Nice. There's a whole bunch of them bears here. Jeez. Ooh. Gotta take that dwarf iron. If you can get it. There you go. Try not to fall down. Ned?
Oh dear.
You there. Attacked by Goradine. Terrible creatures. Take my pack. Bring it. Ostforod. You leave him alone. Poor Ned. There we go. Is this? Where do I pour? Or even higher up? Oh. Okay. Up there. Oh, okay. Nice. One of those pouches. Now, how do I get up here? I don't think I can, so it should be somewhere in here? Oh. Oh! Perfect. Did it! Nice. Now the water can heal. That is very good. Very, very good indeed. The bees around that honey. Nice. Okay. Going back here. Okay, now we have to go around that hill and then back up on the other side. No, that doesn't do us any good. I don't think. Is that going to work? Maybe? Ouch. Hey, wait a second. I could run here. Why can't I now? No, you don't do that. You do not become complicated now. I could run here all the time. Don't be that way now. Well, because I could use this way. Well, that works too. Fine. Let's find some wards. Hope they're here. Maybe they are. Let's see. Do we go in here? Looks like it. We had a little bit to do with them already in the Troll Shores, if you remember. In the camp where we found the horse of the Nazgul. There's another one. taking that spear. Ay, poor bloke. There's another ward. Of course. There's the basket. And the second to last ward. Another poor bloke. Okay. Where's the other one? Nice. Do we find anything up here? Anything special? Okay, good talk. It seems like we have everything. Okay. Well, I think we should go back to the Eve Spire then. Howl all you want, that doesn't help you. Another corpse. And here's just another soothsayer? Nothing else? Oh, the Gloaming Falls. Alright then. I think if I actually go down here, I come down to the Eve Spire at some point. So let's just hack and slash our way through here, because we need these kills for the deed. So let's just get them while we're here, or at least as many as we can. Perfect. Another recipe I haven't learned before. Nice. Or, well, not really a recipe if you are a tailor, right? It's more like a pattern. Oop, sorry about that.
What can I do for you?
It will take me some time to study these, and if fortune is with us, we will not need to use what I learn. Let's hope.
How can I be of service?
Good, you have done exactly as I asked. I hope the Gaudodyne were not too much trouble. In any case, now we have what we need to begin setting our final plan into motion, which Erkiel will describe to you.
What do you need?
Ah, I see you have returned with the relics of the Gaudodyne. Excellent. They are crude as I expected, but they also show more sinister signs. Some of the work is influenced by the customs of orcs and goblins. The relationship is distant, and perhaps they had no dealings with each other from some considerable time. But it does not bode well for our chances of coming into a reasoned understanding with them. I am afraid. Lithuifin's tender temperaments aside, I fear out of our next course may be best one of decisive action. Hopefully he will not be too upset with me. I think he might. Stew of Kings, of course, I'm a dwarf. For fuck's sake.
What can I do for you?
It seems you have fought well against the Gaudodyne, but from your descriptions of their savagery I realize that I have been hasty and foolish myself. Forgive me. I have fought a great many battles and lost many things I have cared for and become something of a creature of habit. The way of the sword comes to my hand and thoughts are readily as breathing, and I fear it may always be so. I have misjudged the Gaudodyne. They are feral and brutal perhaps, but unlike the craven orcs or goblins, it seems they are yet unbound and carry a great pride with them. They will not be cowed by such an assault. I will consult with Lithuifin on the matter, for he is a gentler and in his own manner a more clever elf than I, and certainly his mind is less clouded with thoughts of glory long lost. He will speak again shortly when I have had more time to consider our next course of action.
What do you need?
The water glowed lightly, then felt cool against your legs. I believe that means it worked, and whatever damage may have been done by the Gaudodyne should fade from the lake. Hopefully. Yep.
Negavanen,
With those things done, it is now time to draw the line.
will you lend me your ear?
Now then, as a warrior of some renown, I am all too accustomed to doing battle, and always I contend with and offer the threat of death. Against such mean foes as goblins and orcs, this threat itself is often sufficient to break their spirits and send them back to the darkness, unless they are driven by powerful masters. But not so with the Gaudodyne. As Lithuifin has reminded me, men such as they who are still free of spirit and pride often place greater value upon the unseen and unfelt worlds than they do upon their own lives. The wards were the clue. And it is this that that we shall play upon to keep our respective camps safe and separated. You may have noticed a number of Gorodan markers along the shore of the rivers just north of here. Those marks had the current boundaries of the Gorodan's territory, at least as they see it. If they do not in any way prevent them from crossing further into our stretch of the forest, that we shall now change. I have changed the wards you brought me and added a few flourishes. If you add these to the boundary markers, they will no longer represent mere territorial boundaries, but wards of doom to the Gorodine, a warning that any who cross put their very spirits in absolute peril. The Gorodine may not respect our swords and bows, but this they shall not ignore lightly. Smart.
Sweet-eyed Melon.
So, as you defeated the Gaurodine, they began to scatter and flee? Good. They will think twice before returning to that place. I doubt it.
Stand now and rest a while.
My roots taste fresh water once more, for the first time in a long time. The even reels are purified. Nice. That is very nice. Very nice indeed.
Megavonnen?
Let's place some of these false wards, shall we? Do they really look different after that? Let's see, there are these 4 skulls there. Oh, they do. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay. Is really one down here, or is this just a ruse? There it is. Okay, there's one. Here we go. It's okay. Now we have all of them. I was missing one. There's the last one. Good. Alright, let's head back. Oh, come on. Take that dwarf iron. Take the branches.
What can I do for you?
Ah, well done, my friend. That should greatly reduce the threat of the Gaudadyne for the time being. That line of wards will neither prevent their crossing indefinitely, nor will it stop some of their most insistent or brave hunters from intruding. But I will deal with those as I must. What it will do is prevent open war from erupting between their tribe and those of us here in the Eastspires, and that is enough for now. You have my deepest gratitude, and though I have no more tasks for you, you may still wish to speak to Lithuifin or Longbow and see if either of them requires your aid.
Let's not be hasty.
The men dressed in wolfskins are of no concern anymore, so say the silky-haired ones. I believe them. The trees of the mountains are atop no longer call to me. They have returned to slumber. The trees to the south, though, scream out in agony. They call for help. Big men, giant men, nearly as tall as Longbow, rip the trees from the ground. I can feel their agony.
You may be of service to me.
I must beg your pardon, for we have forgotten to mention how we keep the giants convinced that this forest is haunted. It is easier than you might assume. I need you to collect some berries from the bushes that grow in this part of the forest. They are quite sweet, but I suggest that you not sample them, lest you find yourself led far astray by their effects. The taste may be flavorful, but they are more intoxicating than the stoutest of dwarf ales. You wish. Bring me several handfuls, and I will prepare a fine treat for the giants. They can be found south of the Eastspires and east of Amon Morth.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
There is a band of hill giants who have taken up residence at the western edge of the forest. Nasty brutes they are, and taken to smashing trees and tromping the undergrowth in such a fashion that it makes Longbow's nuts itch just to consider it. Now, I myself prefer battles of trickery to those of the blade when dealing with a fellow thrice my height and one-tenth my width, and so I suggest this plan to you. For some years now I have instilled a fear of wood spirits and sprites in the giants. Nay, there are none such, at least not hereabouts, but the giants do not know that. Flickering lights in a distant woods, an unexpected disappearance of important things, strange and unearthly sounds, all the sort of things you might use to scare children and keep them from wandering into a dangerous wood. The giants are a little wiser than children themselves, and much of the same ploy keeps them out of the forest. Usually. The giants have been growing bolder again of late. Perhaps you could raise the spirits once more? I happen to know that one of the giants that guards the outskirts of their encampment has a cherished lucky stone he keeps near his person, a rock of no true value. I would wager, see if you can snatch it away, then his attention is elsewhere. There's a small rock cairn I left nearby to help provide the means of distraction, but be sure to move quickly and stay unnoticed, or you will likely be stepped on. Ouch. Let's not be stepped on.
Will you lend me your ear?
I fear things have gone awry and taken a rather dangerous turn. It seems that a stone giant of some actual cunning and intelligence has arisen to leadership among the giants of Amon Moth. I cannot ignore such an ominous portent. Giants are very powerful creatures and dangerous at the best of time, but they are fractious and chaotic, and it is quite rare for a strong leader to arise among them. The consequences of such are usually disastrous, for few forces can stand against an organized warband of giants. Even Erkiel and Longbow would likely find themselves overmatched, should it come to that. In this instance, I am afraid this newly arisen leader must not be allowed to strengthen his control over the giants, or they might easily overwhelm these forests. Alas, it is not within my power to defeat him, and Erkiel and Lithuifin must stand guard over the eavespires. Might you defeat him for me? I think so. I think we might be able to do that. Root Kozart. Okay, let's see. What? Oh, there they are. The colorful berries. Good. Yeah. Okay, one more. One more bush of them. There. Nice. Okay, what else? Oh, we need to go further here. Oh, more dwarf iron. This firefly is a persistent one. Well, was a persistent one. Go away. I'm not going to fight you. There is a marker. The stone marker is surrounded by signs of digging. If it once marked the location of the treasure, it surely has been found. The marker bears an inscription, all but worn away by the passage of time. The inscription on this marker is barely legible, but these words can just be made out. High atop Dol Haedir, beyond the gloaming falls, wolfkin men will guard my last. This new riddle may reveal the true location of the treasure. Yeah, and it is exactly... Okay, cool. Excuse me, what exactly are you doing? Okay. Alright, let's get up here and see if we can find these giants and tell them to go away. That's how it goes, right? Telling them to go away should be enough. There. Will you stop that? There we go. Okay, now somewhere around here is something that we want. I do not know where. Maybe in here? No. Of course. And now we are giant slayers here. The lucky stone. Where might the lucky stone be? Oops. Okay. So again, who are you? You look more important than the others. Because you're a name. Hello? Okay. Lucky stone. Ah, there it is. There we go. Yeah, actually, let's go back up there and grab the last of the riddle. I think it's the last of the riddles. I'm not sure, but let's see. No, I don't know. This one. Find the solution of the riddles up there. Just need to go up here. There is the marker. The stone marker is surrounded by signs of digging. If it once marked the location of the treasure, it surely has been found. The marker bears an inscription, all but worn away by the passage of time. The inscription of the stone marker is barely legible, but the words can be made out. The end of the search lies at the beginning. My treasure was always there, but you did not see. This new riddle may reveal the true location of the treasure. And where might that be? In the beginning. So the beginning is Tinudir? Okay, first off, let's go back to the Eve Spires. Okay.
Megovanen.
That was well done. Please forgive me for asking such of you. Erkiel in Lithuifin has striven for many years to avoid the conflict and strive the world at large, but in these years it presses even closer. And I fear that they might find themselves called away to fight in yet another war. Erkiel has already fought her share, Finan. I have seen it in her face as the dreams of ages past intrude upon her slumber, and crease her beautiful brow with worrying care. I have seen the ancient fire alight in her eyes when it seems that danger may be upon us yet again. I would have her see no more of those dreams, if it lies within my power, and I thank you greatly for your aid. May the world show you kindness in your travels. That is such a nice wish.
Megovanen?
You have returned, and with the giant's keepsake no less. Well done indeed. Now that you have proven yourself up to the task, I have somewhat more complicated duty for you. Again? No. No, you don't.
Greetings to you.
These seem fresh and vibrant, and you should do quite nicely. Allow me a few moments to prepare a batch. Giants have a constitution to match their great size, and this one of the few draughts that can have any real effect on them. Just wait, and you shall see what I mean.
Megovanen.
All of the preparations are ready. Now we drive them off for good.
Suilide Melan, will you stay a moment?
The giants tend to gather each day for a large meal somewhere near southern end of their encampment, where they have placed an enormous stew pot. Your goal is to simplicity itself. Make your way quietly to the pot, in their midst, and slip this into their meal, then escape before you are stepped on. If you can manage to stay nearby, you may find the events who follow amusing. I was just there. Literally, just there. Okay, let's go again. Ooh, platinum. Nice. I tried to keep you alive. I tried. Yet you had made it, or take it upon yourself to pester me. I am sorry, but that is on you. Ooh, was that corpse here before? Oh. Spiders? Really? They are afraid of spiders. That makes them somewhat relatable. I hate spooters. Okay. Ow. Hey! Leave my bristle alone. Trusty ball. Ooh, careful. Slowly. Perfect. Don't break your legs.
Greetings to you.
They have long believed these woods to be haunted, and now I believe they will take this opportunity to leave them. We'll see.
Home now. What business have you with the ants?
With the big people gone and the branches cleared, I can finally see the forest floor and what is poisoning the roots of it all. The twisted grove, once a place that I called home, has become foul and corrupted. These trees there now live and move, but not as ants or huorns. They have been twisted into wood trolls, dangerous abominations of nature. I know not what has caused this all to happen, what has driven the woods against me. Okay, and I think this is a good place to start next time. And that's exactly what we're doing. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you had a little bit of fun, and I hope I see you in the next video. Up until then, have a great day, and I'm out of here. Bye bye!